It's the quarterfinal, second leg of the Champions League, and we have two top games to look forward to. Yes, we're talking about Chelsea against Real Madrid and Napoli against Milan. Don't forget, you can watch all the action live and exclusive on Paramount Plus and CBS Sports. Let's begin, JJ, with Chelsea and Real Madrid. It's a mountain to climb for Chelsea. 0 wins in the last 6 games. Real Madrid got the win at the weekend, and this is their tournament, right? So who can stop them? Certainly not Chelsea, right?
Yeah, for me, I can see Real Madrid advancing in this one. Although I do think that Chelsea, given what's been going on recently with their form, not just in the Champions League, but elsewhere as well, they'll want to try and keep this one respectable. So I can see it being tighter maybe than many people expect. I do ultimately think it's going to be Real Madrid going through, though. But if I was to pick an odd that I was liking the look of, I might even be tempted by a draw in 90 minutes, which should return quite handsomely.
Well, when you say draw, I think you're talking about draw going into halftime, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not buying it, JJ. This is a Chelsea team. When I watched them at the weekend against Brighton, I didn't see anything that told me, they're going to go and come out guns blazing and really have that sort of gusto that you want to see when your backs are up against the wall being at home. Madrid, they chopped and changed the lineup and still got a win, although it was against Cadiz. Chelsea, when you don't get a result at home and you have the defending UEFA Champions League champions coming to town, that kills your buzz. It kills my buzz, certainly. That's why I'm drinking coffee. And it kills your momentum. That is why I'm picking Real Madrid to wipe the floor clean with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Well, here's a reminder before we move on the money line. Chelsea are plus 185 on the game to get it done. They're plus 700 to go through in the tie, which nobody's expecting them to do. Real Madrid plus 140 on the money line to get the job done. You don't normally see plus numbers for Chelsea. Let's not forget the last time they went to Stamford Bridge, Karim Benzema hat-trick, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, minus 1,600 to go through the tie, so they're heavily favourites. My best bet here to watch might back up JJ just a little bit here. Total goals to be under 2.5, which is currently sitting at minus 110. Chelsea need to score goals. If they get the first goal, that bet might be a wash right there, because I expect Real Madrid to score goals as well in this game. Let's turn our attention to the other game taking place on Tuesday, Napoli against AC Milan. Milan with a slight advantage. One of the toughest games, Mike, to predict here. Such a good game to watch, especially after what happened in Naples recently when Milan went there and absolutely hammered league leaders Napoli. Do we see the same game, or what are you expecting from this one?
I'm expecting a completely different game because some new characters are coming into the fold. Yes, that's right. Victor Osimhen is back from injury. He came off the bench at the weekend, and that is a game changer for Napoli. But the X factor in the back defensively that you did not want to see, if you're a Napoli fan, Kim Min-jae suspended for the second leg. I think that is a worrying sign for Napoli. You got to give them credit for doing the body of work that they've done throughout the season, but I think that I see them getting a draw in this because that's just a lot to ask of their back line. I do see them scoring a goal, but I also see them giving one up in the back.
Yeah, for me, I agree with Mike there. I think that Kim is going to be a big miss for Napoli. I think Anguissa as well in midfield, one of the underrated factors in this fantastic Napoli season that they're having. I do think Osimhen coming back, is obviously a boost. But for me, I'm tempted again, and I don't want to be sitting on the fence for both of these games. But if it was me, I'd be looking at the draw, because I think that Napoli, while they will score, I think with those missing parts, it's going to be hard for them to go through. And I think if Milan get a goal in Naples, as we know they can, based on their recent Serie A victory, I think that they'll ultimately end up going through.
We have zero idea how these games are going to play out, but Napoli minus 135 on the money line to get the job done in the game. Plus 110 to go through is a tasty little offer right there. To back you up, Mike, Victor Osimhen has been on form for them since he's arrived. 53 goals in 92 Napoli appearances. Not a bad return for him. And now he's back. The question is whether he's healthy enough. He didn't look too bad when he came off the bench at the weekend. Milan plus 380 to win on the money line. Can they repeat that 4-0 hammering in Naples last time around? Minus 150 to go through in the tie. To win that first leg was extremely important, but I expect goals in this one. My best bet to watch here is Osimhen. Anytime goal score at plus 115. Doesn't mean to say that Napoli go through, but it's a good one to look out for. Two top games to look forward to, and it is the beauty of the Champions League that we just have no idea how this is all going to play out. But don't forget, you can watch all the action live only on Paramount Plus and CBS Sports.